Well, Damon, when you look at this ever-changing world that we're kind of living in here, looking for the glue and that cohesion on a team with the transfer portal, how are you kind of working through all those things that can happen to a coach this time? Well, in general, every year.
You know, I might have talked a little bit about it last year, but this year it's probably more prevalent. Like, I'm not as thrown off by the change. You know, I think that like it's the new normal, but in my world it's kind of always been like this. You know, guys move, free agency, coaches get fired mid-season, different things. So it's always newer. You always get accustomed to change, and so there's only about a week shock, and then you kind of move on. And so with this group of guys in particular, it's been easy from the standpoint of, you know, the bread and butter. Like, I know the bread and butter, and so everybody else is like just trying to get them to understand, just fit in. I don't need no heroes. I just needed to fit in, and you know, it's the team building, the team camaraderie with going out and doing different things. You know, implementing different things to help the structure of what's going on. So it's been good from that standpoint, you know. But it's just this new normal, man. I think that we all get bent out of shape about it, but it's something that you don't have no control over. So truth is, it's almost like you know how when there's something negative going on in your life, and you probably don't talk to someone for a long time, and they calling to be nosy, so you don't pick up the phone. Like, that's what you do to people that you know just calling to be nosy. So you gotta keep it tight. You know what I mean? To keep the main thing the main thing. You know what I mean? So that's kind of that's what I associate with today with. You know, but I think this group is equipped more than any that I've had at Tech for the change that has occurred.
And when you surround yourself with the coaching staff that you have and being in a room with the people that you have, just what you can say about when you keep that circle tight and keep the main thing, how they challenge you and how they've helped you to grow.
Tremendously. You know, I learned, especially as a coach, that you got to keep everything and make sure that everything is tight, and there can't be no kinks in that armor, because if it's kinks in that armor, then them players can see it, and so players sniff that out. But it's been good. I like my staff, and we all got one message, and that's the biggest thing. With each kid, got to be one message. You got a collective message to the team, but with each kid in terms of their game and what you bring to the table and how you're going to help our team, it has to be one message. And it can't be any mixed signals, and we do a good job of it.